Hello and welcome to another episode
Yes.
of Don't Tell My Wife podcast. Here with one of your hosts, Tonye.
And it's your boy, Ken.
And yeah, man, back again, another week.
Another episode, man.
Another guest.
Big guest this week.
Yeah, big guest this week,
Yes,
man.
We've got talented, I would say she's talented, because doing content is a talent.
No, it is.
And I've been seeing you for a long
about.
time. Yeah, man. Like, I've been
And
seeing
vlog.
you online for a long time, man. So yeah, man. So we've got Kicker. Is it AJ or Aj?
AJ, but you guys
AJ,
could just call me Kicker.
Kicker. Yes.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, man. Tell the listeners about yourself.
Hi guys, I am a content creator / influencer. I know there's been a lot of controversy around those two words. recently.
Mike.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you're
better.
good.
I didn't even
Yeah.
notice.
Good.
Sorry guys, I'm new to this.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Yeah, I'm a content creator / influencer.
Mm.
I just like making content online. I started with YouTube back in 2014. I was just uploading like my university experience, being very like transparent.
Mm.
And then like I moved into IG during the pandemic and kind of just been sharing like fashion, beauty. I had a baby last year. So I've just kind of been documenting my journey into motherhood and it's been really nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's basically what I do.
Nah, that's good,
Yeah,
man.
that's good, man.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for coming
No,
as
no,
well,
thank
man.
you, man.
Because even
What an
Tolly
honour.
was here, we was just saying like to get mums out the house is not
It's
an easy
not
thing,
easy.
man.
It's not easy.
But
Doesn't
you know
seem
what? He's
easy.
got a dad, so
Yeah,
Yeah, no, true.
Come in,
True.
do
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you need to do as a
I
dad.
hear it, I
Yeah,
hear it.
exactly.
I hear it. How hands-on is he? Is he like very hands-on?
You know what? He's such an amazing dad. I don't want to
Oh,
toot
yeah.
his horn too
Not
much.
too-
That's
not
what
too-
we
that's
do.
what- Listen, this podcast is to uplift men, bro.
But if we're uplifting men, let me
Let's
say
uplift your man, bro.
He's a fantastic
Yeah.
dad. He is.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's so hands-on.
Mhm.
He loves his son. He
Wow.
cherishes his son. He cherishes his role as a father.
Mm.
And I've been someone that has been like a little bit scared about motherhood just because of the things you hear.
Yeah.
He has made this journey more easier for me to settle into. And he's made me say, actually, I wouldn't mind having one more child because he's just so present. You know, being a mum, getting back into it, getting back to work, doing whatever
Yeah.
you need to do. It really requires your support
No, it
system
does,
to
it
be
does.
together. So without him, I don't think I would have been able to be here today, but also do the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, shout out
Nah,
actors,
we
dads,
need to
man.
grow. We
Shout
was-
out Mosh. Such a good
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
What that mush, man?
No, I'm not gonna lie. We need to ask our wives this question because you know
I'm
the
sure they'll say
conviction
the
that
things.
Tolly said. Now Kike is saying,
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Nah, my
I hope
wife
they
has a
pick
lot.
this up,
She
you know?
must have a lot to say, man. I'll be doing my part, man.
Yeah,
That's what we like
I've
to
been
hear.
playing my part,
We
man.
love
Yes.
active dads. And
Yeah.
you know what we hate? We hate deadbeat dads.
No,
Okay?
100. No, 100.
We hate deadbeat
What's
dads.
worse, yeah? I know we're going so off topic, but what's worse? A deadbeat dad that's around
Mm.
or a deadbeat dad that's not there?
At
Like-
least the deadbeat dad, if you're not there, like we could
Yeah.
just block you out. We could continue.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
A deadbeat dad that's around.
That's in the house, just in the living room.
I'm doing everything. And you're just chilling there.
Yeah.
I think that's worse.
Nah,
A deadbeat
yeah.
Yeah,
dad
what
that's
do you
there
think?
is worse.
What do you think?
Nah, deadbeat dad that's around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot
it's worse, isn't it?
If not,
Yeah.
if you're not
But he's
there,
still
no
there
one
though.
cares.
Like at
Yeah, but
least
you're
your
not pulling
parents
away.
are there. Do
No,
you know
but
what I'm
you're
you're
not
not
pulling
there.
away.
You're
you.
not present.
Mm.
You're there, but you're not present.
saying? Yeah.
So I think that's a lot worse still.
It is.
Yeah, nah,
There's a
burning.
role that you need to play as a dad. Obviously, I'm not a man, so I can't really say what role men play. Well, I can, but I can't say the role that a man needs to play in the family like that. You know, you need to be there. There's just certain things I think having a dad in the house just impacts you in a different way. So
Mm.
when your dad is there, but he's not present, that it shows up. It
Yeah.
does. It
No, I
does.
heard that. How's you guys this week, though? Start with you.
No, you can go.
No,
Yeah, let's
eesh.
go. Go on.
My week. No, it's calm.
Yeah.
Like, nothing really happened. I just feel like I was just working.
Yeah.
Working and that's it really. Oh yeah, no. I played first the football match. So he played so my company played like another
Oh,
company.
yeah. Oh, that's where you was when I called you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
I'm So yeah, no, I
How was
can't
it?
lie. Bro, we got touched.
So the partners touched you guys?
No, not the partners. It was against another. It's like an insurance company.
Oh, another firm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So them man-
Is this football?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
football.
Okay, this is where I check out.
Yeah, sorry.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, bro. So obviously, like the way the people were talking, like before, like they weren't confident. So I was just like, as long as my performance is good, I don't care what the score is. So my performance was good. We got touched though.
Is it? How much?
I don't even know the score, bro. I just know
Hey.
we scored like one goal and it was an own goal.
Oh.
So wait, they scored more than 5?
Yeah.
And was it 11 aside?
No, 9 aside.
9 aside. Oh, it's not bad.
But our players, like, they had players, like, bro, like, at one point, I feel like I was about to cough blood.
Is
Because the
it?
way that,
They were
bro,
just playing.
my average heartbeat,
Yeah.
heart rate, my maximum heart rate on my watch was saying 187. I don't even feel
You're in
like
the red
I've-
zone. That's the red
Yeah,
zone.
that's the red
I
zone.
don't
Yeah.
feel like I've ever touched that before.
Wow.
So I was, bro, if you see what I said, 1, 2, 1, 2, I was running between. But my performance was good, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
Shout
it
out you.
at some point.
Well,
So-
shout out you, man.
Yeah, man.
Is your partner into football?
Yes.
What team does he
What does
support?
he? What team?
This is an Arsenal household.
But even my ring was even about to fall off.
It's
That's
an
it.
Arsenal household. He loves football.
Yeah.
And it's so different for me because growing up, my dad was like very blasé about football.
Yeah.
Like he's watching every single match.
Of
We're
course,
sitting down.
100%.
We might have to move the church service so that we can sit down. Yeah.
I can't lie, that's me still.
You've met your
Yeah,
people.
that's
You've met your
me.
people.
I can't lie. What I used to do that was shameless, yeah. I don't do it anymore. But if like Tottenham's playing, or like, because I support Spurs, Tottenham. So if my church starts at 2, and Pastor, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. But if Tottenham was playing at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, yeah, I can't lie,
You're
man.
leaving church early?
Yeah, I'm ready for goal, man. Hey, we doing church online today. No, that's funny. But how was your week though?
My week has been okay. It's been like really busy. I've had some deadlines. Yeah, I'm happy that it's Friday today. I just need to relax when I get home, have a good weekend so that I can restart on Monday. So it's just been a really busy week.
No, I have it. Same, to be honest. I'm going on holiday. So actually, when this episode comes out, I've just been getting
you're
back.
coming back.
So I'm going on holiday tomorrow with my missus.
Ooh, where you guys going?
Spain.
Ooh.
Spain, Barcelona. Just a quick
House.
getaway. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's just been busy because obviously, women, when you guys are going on holiday, it's like hair, nails,
Just a haircut.
Everything. Listen.
toes.
Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Because when you're looking at her in the Barcelona sun.
Even this
okay?
week, I'll just be looking at her. You know, that ones where
Right.
she's just walking up. I'm just like, I'm married well.
We thank God.
I'm like, yeah, she's been looking sweet still. I can't lie.
Exactly.
I
So
can't lie.
don't
I'm not
complain.
complaining.
Exactly.
It's just expensive, man. Because even when she was telling me how much, I'm like, are you sure you need eyelash?
She does.
It's
She
eyelash
does.
by
Are you
force.
sure you
She
need
even
it?
needs
Can
the
you not
Russians.
glue them?
She needs the volumes. She needs what she needs.
Just
Don't
glue
question
them.
her.
Hey,
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Just glue them. Like, or let's do it together. I'll do it for you.
I'm crying.
Nah, that's funny. But yeah, man. But what we do, we got Song of the Week.
Okay.
And this month, it's R&B.
Hmm.
Do you have any... What's your favourite
It's
R&B
like
song?
you guys knew I would be here because
Oh,
I
is
am
it?
an R&B pony.
Sir.
I love R&B.
Yeah.
I mainly only listen to R&B.
Mm-mm.
So, what song have I been listening?
Yeah, what song have you been playing this week?
Can I go through my Spotify?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But while you're going, Tonye,
yeah,
do you have one?
You go.
You know what? Yeah, this week I haven't really been. But I don't know, because we're doing this R&B playlist. Yeah, I should really be listening to R&B more recently.
Yeah.
To like, but this week I can't lie. I just be listening to Afro beats.
Oh god.
But I think my R&B song of the week is Division, Body Smile, and I've got when Antoinette was talking about SZA last week.
Yeah.
I was listening to SZA for a bit in the beginning of the week, and I would say Garden from her
Yeah.
album Control.
Okay, first.
Yeah, so
I
Division.
love Garden. I know every single word to that song.
Bro.
I sing it with passion.
Bro,
Like,
I even feel embarrassed that I know
no,
it.
don't feel embarrassed. I
I
get
feel
it.
embarrassed.
I get it. It's okay. Ain't nobody judging you, boo.
Nah, I
Ain't
love
nobody
SZA,
judging
man.
you. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she is.
She's fantastic.
She is. What
Um,
about you, Tonye?
my one. So, I've got I don't even know how to say it. Mahalia.
Mahalia,
Yeah, Grateful, because that was my first dance.
Mhm.
That was mine and my wife's first dance. So that was a very good song. Shout out Temmie, because it was Temmie's playlist that
Oh, is it? Yeah,
that close your eyes or
Mhm.
close my eyes or something like that. That's what
Mhm.
introduced me to that, and obviously, I really liked it. So we made that our first dance song.
yeah.
And yeah, I was even watching our wedding video a little bit
Mhm.
this week, which was nice to see. Some parts.
That's cute.
Obviously, yeah, the other parts. I had so stress on my face. But and then also I've got a same old song, Weekend. I like that one as well.
Okay.
I only got one more, but Maxwell Pretty Wings.
Oh,
Cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Such a good
Yeah.
banger, a classic at that.
Yeah.
A
What
classic.
about you?
I would say. Can I name a couple?
Yeah, you can
'Cause-
like give us 5, 6, 7. We're building a playlist, man.
Oh, okay. Then I've got you. Okay. I've got you. Okay. I've been listening a lot this week
Yeah.
to Still Believe by PJ Morton, Jill Scott, and Alex Eiley. I
Okay.
Jay
love that.
Morton. Is that not a gospel artist?
Yeah, but he be making the bangers.
Is it?
Yeah, you need to,
Wait,
like, get into the music.
gospel R&B, Abby.
I mean, this one's not gospel.
Yeah.
But it will get you in
Okay,
the
yeah.
feels,
I
you know,
heard that, I
Corinthians
heard that.
13
Yeah,
type
yeah.
love, you know.
I heard that.
I love that. And I would probably say it's not on here, but Rum Gold,
Mhm.
AM PM. I love that song.
Okay, I haven't heard that
Rum
before.
Gold. He be doing his things. If
Is it?
you're like someone that likes to listen to riffs and runs, just like
Mm.
amazing tone that scratches your brain, Rum Gold is your guy.
Ram God. Okay, I'll check him out.
And I'm gonna give a good shout out to Dio Bello. He's a UK R&B artist.
Okay.
For our wedding, he's going to sing our
Is
first
it?
song for us. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just love his music so much. He's got
heard
fantastic
that.
tone, very deep, very velvety, rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of his songs are great for me.
I heard that.
Oh, you're a real R&B
No,
artist.
honestly,
I
you're
said
saying
I'm
names I
an
don't
R&B.
even know.
Yeah.
He's even saying the tones
Riffs
and
and
rich.
scratching your head.
I'm just like, let me just listen.
We'll talk afterwards. I'll
Damn.
show you guys my playlist.
No, I heard
Some
that.
songs from me. Yeah.
Do you guys,
Perfect.
you know how you said obviously you want this guy to play for your wedding and you said your first dance,
Yeah.
etc. Do you guys have, is that like your song that you've got with your partner where it's like, this is our song? Is it?
Man kind of, we both like the song. It
I don't
wasn't
think
like
I have
it's
one.
not our song, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, I really like the song. So I was
Yeah.
like, what about this? And then-
Yeah.
So technically it's our song now because whenever I hear
That's
it, it's,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah. Is
So-
that like you as well?
Yeah, like that's our song. Like, we have our Walking Down the Aisle song. We've picked that. That's our song as well. So yes, I'll be walking down it, but it's got meaning to us. And this song specifically that Dio Bello has sang, it's just got such deep meaning to us as well. So I feel like when we're going to be dancing our first dance, it's just going to feel like us in the room.
Do you reckon you're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
cry?
that's nice though.
I don't cry about stuff like that.
You don't cry on your wedding day?
I don't think
You're
I'm
definitely gonna cry.
cry.
I don't think I will cry.
Mhm.
Even the moments when I thought I should be crying, I haven't cried. When he proposed, I was just more like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll
I
see.
needed a tear though. I
Did you
can't
cry
lie.
on your wedding day?
I didn't
but
still.
No, you're
crying.
supposed to cry.
Nah,
I nearly cried when I proposed though. I nearly, because what happened was, so I proposed, and then obviously I proposed for like friends and family, and then like some of my boys were like tearing up, like Reg and Shogs and them lot. Like they were turning around, they were like tearing up a bit,
No, I
And then
love
when
that.
I saw them like getting a bit teary,
That sent you to space.
I was like,
Oh,
damn.
you know I'm proposing. What are you doing?
But I saw my dad, and I was like, I can't cry. So.
I love seeing black
I
men
couldn't
being
cry in front of my
vulnerable.
dad.
I love it. I love it.
I
No,
literally
you know
saw
what?
him. I was like, nah, I can't cry.
I
When
love
I
it.
walked down the aisle, I was a bit like, oof. But nah. I can't
Yeah, what
do
were
it,
your
bro.
thoughts like when you saw your wives walking down the aisle? Like,
No,
what
I
was
was
going
just
through your
like-
mind?
I was just like, it's finally. Just I did registry like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So the real thing actually already happened. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the white wedding was actually like where it actually, you know what I mean?
The culmination.
Yeah, of everything coming together. So you know what? I don't know how I felt, you know? Like, it was definitely a nice feeling. I was very nervous. But I was already married by then, but I was very nervous. I don't know why.
It's in front of like
But I
your
think it's
friends
just
and
because it's in front of
family. Yeah.
everybody, that's why.
Whereas like the
Yeah.
registry is more intimate. It might just be your family there.
Yeah.
Because even with us, we just done our registry. We haven't done our white wedding yet. But even then, though, like even when you're doing the vows they make you do,
Yeah.
like because we was in front of like all our families, like, I was stuttering, bro.
Yeah,
I was nervous.
I'm nervous, bro. It's just,
I
I've got many
was-
nerves.
I
I
was
love
so
that.
nervous. Like
Anything
people
else,
are laughing at that.
Yeah.
I was stuttering.
No, I love that. We're gonna go to the registry first as well before
Yeah.
we do the white. We've got our white next year, but we've
Alright.
already got a baby. We live together. Let's
Yeah.
just do
Do the bit
official.
first and then
Yeah, we'll come to
man.
the white wedding later.
We'll come together. But speaking of our wives and our fiancés, what did your fiancé do this week? So it could be good, it could be bad. Obviously, you've kind of said it, like he's been helpful and stuff. But what has he done this week that stands out?
What has been good this
Mhm.
week that he's done? I would say we have just like finished a long session of therapy. Like we've been in therapy
Okay.
for months.
Yeah.
And I think this week, him having his own summary of how therapy has impacted him and impacted our relationship, and him being really vulnerable in that moment. I mean, he's had moments where he's been vulnerable, but I felt like this was like the pinnacle of his vulnerability. And just being able to see how much progress we've made. We've been together almost 10 years at this point. So seeing the progress through that and him being vulnerable in that moment really made me like, right, like this is it. Like
Yeah. Wow.
we're really
Locked
really
in.
doing this and
Yeah.
we've really grown together. So
Yeah. Wow.
I would say that's one good thing.
No, that's
That's
nice.
amazing.
Have you was he always open in terms of emotionally, or was he like very closed off and now he's
I would say like it's taken him some time. I feel like with black men, just in general, because of the socialization around black men, it's been a difficult journey for most black men to be vulnerable. And I think you really need to have that safe space to allow your partner to be vulnerable in that moment. So I feel like it's been a journey for him. And I'm just very proud of him, to be honest.
No, that's good.
That's amazing, man.
That's
Yeah.
good still.
Is he Nigerian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You're
hard,
a
it's
man.
hard it's hard
Exactly.
for us.
It's hard. He's like, I'm a man. And I get it, babes. But you're
Yeah.
human first before you're
I
a
hear
man.
it.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
I hear it. Wow, that's powerful.
Oh, true. Have
What
you
about
got?
you, bro?
Yeah,
What
I've
did you
got
have to
one.
this week?
No, just maybe it's even what I mostly did this week because so obviously we got married April 29th, 2022. That was our white wedding, yeah. So just to put into context, that was 29 months ago, 129 weeks,
Yeah.
903 days,
Give them.
21,661 hours.
Hey.
Anyway, I could even go on with seconds. Bro, best believe today is the day that I dropped off her wedding dress to be dry cleaned. 2 years.
But-
2.5
but-
years.
Wait, so she should have done it sooner.
After month 1, that wedding dress should have been in the dry
But
cleaners.
where is she
and
wearing
you
it to?
resell it.
Wait, is there a...
Oh,
sell
are we
it.
selling it?
Bro.
People
Okay.
sell their wedding... Well, of course they do, but like, why would you not want to keep it?
That's a good
Why
question.
not?
Why would you keep a wedding dress?
Memories.
Heritage. Okay?
Heritage.
For her daughter,
well,
for
when
your
they-
daughter.
When they...
If you have a
Where's
daughter
the
one day,
daughter?
if you have one,
Exactly.
His daughter.
if you have one,
Bro.
even for her sister.
Mhm.
No, but... No, because everyone probably wants their own wedding dress. Do you have-
Exactly.
do you do?
I think even spiritually, I don't want to buy somebody's wedding
No,
dress.
but...
I
hear it,
You know?
I
Yeah, put someone's destiny on your
I
head.
hear it, I hear
People
it.
actually do
That's
that.
why I don't like hand-me-downs.
Nah,
That's why, because we was having this
Fresh.
conversation, yeah.
Hmm.
Like, my cousin, obviously, sorry when you hear this, yeah, but obviously, her kid is a couple years older than my son. Well, I'm saying her kid, my nephew.
Yeah.
He's a couple years older than my son, yeah. And she dropped out bare clothes for us, and I'm so grateful. And obviously, I picked some stuff, but I'm like, I've never really been a fan of hand-me-downs.
What's
Because
wrong
I'm
with
like, that's
hand-me-downs?
your clothes.
Are you Nigerian?
Yeah,
It's the Nigerian in you.
Yeah, I think so. Because
Yeah.
this is your clothes. You've worn this. This
Yeah.
is you,
This is
now.
yours.
Like,
No,
your
no,
spirit
yeah.
is in this
I
jumper.
said your spirit.
I don't
It's
know.
true.
Like, I don't know. I'm not
No,
really
but
a fan.
maybe if you have siblings, like 2 kids, then
Mhm.
I
yeah,
think
hand me downs is
yeah,
fine.
That's why I
in the
don't buy.
family's
I
fine.
don't
It's a
buy
bit-
secondhand. You know how some people buy like vintage.
Thrifty.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
no,
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't do that.
I like.
Is
thrifting.
it?
You just sometimes just pray over it. Holy Ghost.
Yeah, I
fire.
hear
So
it.
how
Fair
come you
enough.
just pray over it?
No, but it's family. I don't mind. Like,
Yeah.
I've taken it. I've taken the clothes. It's
British-
just that I'm not like
Yeah, yeah,
eager
no, I
to
hear
take
you.
hand-me-downs.
I
I've
hear
taken
you.
it because it's family.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I'm not really.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
hate you, but with a wedding dress, it's like, yeah, you bought the wedding dress, you used the wedding. Like, bro, all of our stuff from our trad, even my, if I could sell my white suit jacket, instead of me to think about it, I wanted to look fly. I should have just got a black one so I could wear it
I hear
again.
it.
Yeah, true.
That one, it's just been in the closet. Her wedding dress, 2 years, has been in the same red box.
Yeah, that's what
kill me.
makes me feel like I want to put a cap completely on how much we spend on our wedding clothes.
Wedding, yeah.
Not only do we not wear it for one day, we're gonna wear it for a few hours. So
Yeah,
No, reals,
true,
'cause
you're
even-
gonna change
even
into
our
that.
one-
Yeah.
Even the Agbada that I saw, when is that ever gonna come back out? It's
Never gonna
probably
wear it
not.
again.
It's
Yeah.
probably not.
Probably
Or the rivers outfit that we done. So yeah. So anyway, I've been telling Abs, yeah, from like maybe like 6 months after the wedding, I was like, bro, go and dry clean this wedding dress. There's grass stains on the bottom.
Don't kill
All
me.
of this kind of stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, go and dry clean so at least it's
Yeah.
clean. At least
Mhm.
just delay. Today I said, no, time's up. I'm going to drop it, and I dropped it.
I don't kill
I
me. At
feel
least you
kind
done
of
it.
you.
At
Very
least I've
kind
done
of
it.
you.
Reals.
Yeah, you should have done it first anyway. You shouldn't have been asking her. You should have done it if you wanted it done.
I should
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
man.
What's the hair?
I hear it, man.
It's about wedding dress. It's
You
a
want,
man.
maybe she didn't want to go dry clean it because she wanted
That's
to keep
hassle,
herself
bro.
out.
Nah, man.
You know?
Even me, my suit, when I saw whatever happened on the day, I dry cleaned it as soon as after. It's just been in the thing. It's good
Why
to
don't
at
you
least,
take her dress as when you took
Exactly.
when I
your
took
suit,
my
bro?
suit, you got 150 to go and spend for wedding dress. You know they quote
that
me
how
150.
much it
They're
costs?
quoting 150 to dry clean it.
That's crazy.
It's not even that dirty.
Wow.
Yeah.
A hoodie £5,
Yeah.
wedding dress 150.
I hear
The
it
wedding
still.
industry.
Yeah,
Amazing.
man. Nah,
That's
that
a
wedding
premium.
industry is peak.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
What about you? Do you have?
But what am I after this week? I think we said it earlier. She'd just be looking sweet this week,
Oh,
man.
I
With
love
that.
all her maintenance stuff. So
Effortless.
yeah, man. I'll be looking at her in a different eye. Obviously, it's sad because when you say that, they're like, "Oh, what? Do you not fancy me every
Yeah.
other day?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I do, but there's just a different oomph
There's a
to
glow.
you this
There's a
week.
different
It's a glow,
juice.
yeah."
Jealous
Different.
squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even she's been walking in the house different, feeling herself. I'm like, yeah,
I
I'm
love that.
enjoying
Go
it.
sis.
Come on, man.
Mhm.
But obviously, you said you've been with your man for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years end of October.
Damn.
Yeah,
So how did you meet him? What was that story?
So I had gone to college with my good friend to me. If she's listening to this, she's definitely got an invite to the wedding at this point.
I hope so.
She's always like, come to my church. And this is when like I was still trying to figure out my relationship with God. I wasn't trying to hear anyone. I just kind of wanted to do it by myself. And then that summer we had, of course, left college, and she was like, okay, we are having a youth day. I think you should come. It's like a youth weekender.
Yeah.
Finally obliged, went to the youth weekender, and Mosh was doing his hosting for the youth weekender, and there was a girl.
So he's a man of God as well.
Yeah, like we're getting there.
Okay,
like, we're working on it. But we're not perfect.
Yeah, 100.
So he was doing his hosting, and there was a girl like sitting next to me, and like he kept looking at her. And I was like, girl, he's looking at you. Make sure you go get his number afterwards. And like at the end, he came to like see both of us, and I was like, oh yeah, do you like her? He was like, actually, I've come to speak to you.
Man was going to do wing woman for another woman. I wanted to lose your husband.
Bro,
I didn't know he was my husband at the time, but I was like, girl, whatever you need, I will be there for you. So Tumi came over, she introduced us, and then they had both convinced me to call in sick for the weekend.
I'm screaming.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go to work at my shifts at Primark. I'm going to come and do Saturday, Sunday church with you guys. And by the time we got to the Sunday, we'd all kind of like just spent time talking to each other. And then the question of, oh my gosh, you're going to uni. Where are you going to uni? I was like, I'm going to Kent. And he was like, oh my gosh, I went to Kent.
UK, what, UKC?
Yeah, I went to University of Kent. Yeah.
They didn't accept me.
Oh,
wait,
F them guys.
Your fiance looks bare familiar. Was he on Big Clash or anything?
Oh yeah, he's gonna like pass out.
Was he on Big Clash?
Yeah, I knew it.
He's like gonna pass out. He's gonna say no.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But he just looked bare familiar. I'm like, I swear I've seen his face before somewhere.
That is him. Yeah, that's him.
And then when you said Kent, I'm like, yeah, it has to be.
We are Kent like residents.
Yeah, it has to be.
So he was like, yeah, I go to Kent.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going Kent. And he was like, yeah, I can show you around. I was like, cool.
Classic.
Take my number.
You're there, man. So for freshers, you're just texting girls. Like, I say, you're coming DMV, yeah?
And that is how we ended up meeting and like getting together.
Wow.
Literally, my first year, we spent so much time together.
Wow.
Our first year was just really special, I would say. I just remember so many good things about our first year.
So from that meeting and obviously dating and first year, etc., how did it transition into becoming like a relationship?
I said to him after a couple of months, like, what are we doing here?
A couple of months.
I did the same thing to me. I said, what?
A couple of months.
Yeah, I don't waste my
still
time.
young now.
First year uni, you
on
know.
the streets. I could be doing what I need to be doing. Don't be messing up my time.
I
Let me know what this is. Okay?
But you're enjoying the moment.
No. Let's clarify what this is. So you don't have me out here in the streets looking stupid.
Yeah.
True.
Okay? So let's get a straight answer.
Especially in uni.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We started speaking at the end of August. We got to like October. I said, yeah, uncle.
Wait.
No, but you start freshers in September.
I don't give a damn.
And in October, he's being faced with what are we? Hey.
Yeah, I said, let me know what this is. Because like I said, I'm spicy, you know?
Yeah. First year uni, you can't be held down like that.
Right, exactly.
It's
I just
true.
had a baby. Look at me. Imagine me 10 years ago. I was. Don't waste my time.
I hear it. How did he react to that?
Yeah, he was like, oh, I guess like, we're together then, innit? I said, great, perfect, amazing. So I
My
guess
job here is
today,
done.
Exactly. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah.
I just need to clarify what this is. So I'm not doing stupid things. So I'm not like claiming you when we're not together.
Yeah, true.
It's true.
Let me save my face and save grace by asking you and being direct. So I think the best thing anyone can do, just be direct and ask the questions. If you hear an answer you're not supposed to hear, perfect. You've got clarity.
Yeah, then you go in it. Yeah.
You do what you need to do.
True. I
If
guess
a
it's
man
good-
likes you, then they'll
Yeah.
get, when Ab said, "Where are we?" I said, "We're together now."
You two, why do you not want to ask the girl to be your girlfriend?
No, no,
That's a
don't
good-
do that.
No, but
Why?
You answer that one.
Why?
you know what? I think at the time, and I think I've said this before. So basically, with that, what are we?
Mm-hmm.
So me and my missus, we went on like a little staycation, and then like she just woke me up like first thing. It's actually like waking me up in the morning to give me some mad. Anyway, it was like 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Bear in mind, we've stayed up, like we've been drinking. It's like 8 a.m. She sat up on the bed. She's like, Ken, like, nah, like, what's good? Like, what are we? Like, what are we doing
What time
here?
did you
Like,
even wake up for you to be thinking
bro,
of
you know,
what?
there's even sleep in my eye. I'm just thinking, bro,
Do
like,
you know what? The vibes was carrying her. She said, no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I need answers.
I was just like, but I fumbled that conversation.
Oh, what
Like,
did
I
you
fumbled
say?
it. I fumbled the conversation.
Oh,
I fumbled the conversation, but it span off into like weeks after.
okay.
But my fear at the time was, because obviously at that time I was like, even though it doesn't sound like it, but I was trying to like pursue a relationship with Christ.
Okay.
And And it was going well.
It says staycation drinking.
Yeah, no. Listen, no one is perfect, bro. No one is perfect.
Don't shame
so
our brother.
please.
Please.
Ken is so
Please.
funny,
We have
man.
ups and we have downs.
Exactly. 100.
But yeah, so I think at that time I was like, I've been in a space where I'm just been by myself, like with God, me. I've just been enjoying being single. Obviously, she was an amazing girl, and I really liked her. I liked her before I even knew I liked her. But the thought of like having a girl, like that responsibility, like at that stage, I was just like, this is too overwhelming.
Oh, wow.
So I just kept on delaying it as much as I could. Then it got to a point where I was just like, yeah, man, like I like you, like you get me, we're together, kind of thing. So that was my story. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what about you, bro?
Man, I was intentional, bro. Remember, I said,
you was.
as soon as I met her, I was like, you're gonna be my wife, innit? So
I heard that.
So, but obviously, mine's similar to yours. So we met September and we was together in December. So
Yeah.
I like it. Quick.
No, I ain't got no worries, innit? First year at uni, that was my whole uni experience, man. As I always said. So
I hear it.
it was a great experience.
And it's beautiful that you guys are still going strong today.
Yeah.
I'm actually super proud of us. The question I always get asked is, in the 10 years, like you guys must have broken up like 5-6 times, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like we've only really separated once, and that was like for a month. I needed to like think about my life and just like get things.
And a
together.
month is actually not that long as well.
A month in 10 years.
Yeah, that's all right.
So like I'm really proud of us. We've really done the work. I thought about it then because our therapist always says do the work, and we hear that word, that phrase, do the work all the time. But now we've got like a deeper understanding of what
when you
means.
say that, do the work, like to people that don't really understand, what does doing the work look like? What does that look like?
It's different for every couple, is what I'm learning. For us, doing the work means being super intentional with the frameworks that we put in place. Marriages and relationships don't just grow by themselves. You have to actively do things to make those things grow. For example, like we've got this lovely decor here. Imagine if these were real plants, and like we said today, I'm just going to water it on Monday, but then the next time I'm going to come back is a month. You can't expect that plant to still be alive. You can't expect it to be thriving. Same way with your relationship. You will know what you need in your relationship to keep it flourishing, to keep it spicy. If it means like you're going on a weekly date night because that's what you guys require, fantastic. If it means at the end of the day, you've set aside half an hour so you've got the communication between you, you're catching up, you're having that undivided time. That's what that looks like. It's different for everyone. I don't think there's one size fits all when it comes to doing the work.
Yeah.
That's why I guess like you need to really spend time with your partner and really understand your relationship and what really helps it to feel buoyant so it doesn't sink.
Yeah, especially after kids as well, to be honest. As we all know anyway.
Yeah.
Because that time will just...
we didn't do baby developments, did we?
No, do you have one?
How old is your son?
My son is 10 months.
Oh, 10 months. Oh, that's nice.
He's going to be 1 at the end of next month. Look at the way my face lit up.
Yeah.
I can't believe I skipped over baby dubs, man.
No.
But yeah, what we do every week, we say things that our sons have done differently this week, like how they're developing. So with your son, what's he been doing this week that's new? How's he been?
What would I say he's doing different this week? I would say this week he's more confident with his crawling. Because before, when he first started crawling, he was more like dragging himself across the floor. Now he's actually using his hands and feet. Whenever we go to like baby sensory, he sees the other babies like using their hands and feet. So he's picked it up now. Now he's super quick. Like, he's all over the place. So you really need to say, Malachi, come back.
Wait, what's his name?
Yeah.
Malachi.
That's
Yeah, I was scared.
I love that.
My
I love the
namesake.
name Malachi so much.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I know your son is very special.
Yeah, so... amen.
Amen, man.
Nah,
Amen.
small world,
Amen.
man. That's crazy.
world,
Fair.
Wow.
Fair. What have you got?
I forgot. Oh, he's just. I think I said it last week. Like everything I do now, he's 2 and 7 months. Everything I do, he copies. Like literally everything. Like for example, today there was like a little. I know it's bad, and they're probably gonna cook me again. But I live in like I live in an apartment building there.
Yeah.
I live on the top floor. So there was, when you're cleaning, but me, I like the easy way out. So the bin's on the other side. There was like this little like straw, like when you have a plastic straw, the paper that's on the straw. So I just got it up and I like threw out the window. Because I couldn't bother to go to the bin.
I know, but I hear it though.
Yeah, because I'm just like, bro, easy way out.
Yeah.
And then my son tried to pick something. Like, bear in mind, he can't even reach the window. My table was by the window, yes. You know where my table is. So he tried to climb on the chair and throw something out the window. I was like, this boy, is it everything I do? You must copy.
He's a sponge.
And
you know?
man, that's I need to pattern what I do.
Yeah.
Like, I
The
need
same
to
thing
think.
that Marvin was saying last week or 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Shit, no, I hear it.
Yeah,
though.
that's what he's been doing. Just copying
So
everything I
cute.
do.
Yeah.
It means you have to catch yourself though.
No, I
Yeah,
do,
you
man.
do
I
still.
do, because I've been sleeping some time.
It's okay. You're human.
It's
You're human.
true.
It's all right.
What about
That's
Mally,
cute.
though? What's he been doing?
Yeah, my Mally, he
I
this
love that we
week.
both called them Mally.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah,
Mally.
yeah,
That's
Mally
cute still.
Mouse.
Can't lie, that's cute, man.
I love
Nah,
that.
I scream Miles all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he's a special kid. So this week he's learning to so for example, we'll see us like putting plates into the sink.
Mhm.
And apparently one time he went and walked to the sink to
Tried
put
to
the
a
plate in.
That's cute.
And then
yeah.
another thing that he does, so that obviously when we change his nappy,
Mhm.
obviously we've got his nappy bin in his room somewhere. So he will say, okay, go put the nappy in the bin.
Mhm.
Now it's time for him to do some work.
Yeah.
He's about to be 17 months in it. So now he'll pick up the nappy and he'll walk to the bin and just put it in
That's
and
nice.
then walk away. So it's
Yeah.
cute still.
Yeah.
It's very cute. But yeah, no, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it for baby.
Yeah,
Dubs.
cool. So with your relationship, you guys obviously got engaged. So what was that process like? Did you know it was coming? Like, what was your proposal story?
Obviously, I knew it was coming because we
Mhm.
just spent so long together,
Mhm.
and it was a conversation that we've been having.
Mhm,
It wasn't a surprise. I think it's so red flag esque if a man proposes and you're like, we've never really spoken about this.
Yeah, that is
It's red flag.
poor planning.
Yeah, poor
poor
planning.
strategy.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just feel like because we had been together so long, it was going to happen. It's
Mm.
more so that we wanted it to be right for us at the right time. Of course,
Yeah.
I was pregnant. It was always gonna happen. But
Yeah.
even if I wasn't pregnant, I just wanted to make sure our lives were in the places that were fit to nourish
Yeah.
a marriage.
Yeah.
And yeah, like
It's a good way of looking at it.
Mhm.
No, it is.
'Cause I feel like I'm hearing a lot online, especially towards young women, about if he doesn't propose to you within 2 years, that man ain't never gonna marry you. And it's crazy because it's a lot more complex than that.
Yeah, it is.
And then because of that, we then have young women feeling like I need to aspire to marriage, not because it's right for us right now or right for us full stop, but
Mhm.
because it's my birthright at this point. It's important for us to just be married because we've been together 3 years. Not the fact that the relationship isn't healthy, not the fact that maybe this man is not the man for me, but just because we've been together for X amount of years, we should be married. It's crazy.
Mm.
Doesn't make sense.
Nah, I hear it still.
How
hear
did he propose? Was it?
The story is just the best.
Yeah, man.
He really thought about it. When I
Mhm.
say this proposal, I'll give it 10 out of 10. He did that.
Wow.
We normally always celebrate our meets anniversary, the day that we met.
That's a meets anniversary.
Yeah, I made it
That
up.
was your idea.
Yeah, I made it up.
Of
Yeah.
course you
Spend
did.
that cash.
Come
Okay.
on.
A meets anniversary.
Yes. Yes.
Even the fact
A
you said
meets
this, they're gonna
anniversary.
come and tell us now. Oh yeah, meets anniversary.
Yes.
I don't even.
Girls,
Actually, we would know
please.
the day because it was like a date. Like it was like a. Ah, yeah, I'm finished. I'm cooked.
No, I know that.
She's gonna
man,
find out.
Like,
Good.
21st September.
You better
On
celebrate
19th
that
of
every
September,
single year.
21st.
That's the day
No,
light
that's-
came into your life.
That's
That's
gone.
the day.
You know
your
what?
life
gone.
You know what?
changed,
You know
yeah?
what? It is a when you deep it, it's a powerful
It's a
day
powerful
because
day.
that day you met your wife.
It is
Yeah.
a
Is
powerful
that your
day.
life changed that day?
Forever.
But we've won. We've done relationship. Now we've done marriage.
Yeah.
But
Relationship
without that day,
anniversary,
nothing
gone.
happens though.
Gone.
But without that day,
It's true.
nothing happens.
So why do I need to? So what? I need to go celebrate now.
Yeah.
I'm not personally. And your man's a good man for
Yeah.
doing it.
He's a good man.
He's a
Very
good
good
man.
man.
He's
doing
like
it.
the golden retriever in the relationship, and I'm like the black cat. He's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So we normally celebrate it every single year, but
Mhm.
the last couple of years we've just been dealing with life and like we just didn't celebrate it.
Mhm.
So last year he was like, "Oh, great, it's gonna be like 9 years. I want to like take control of everything. We should go away." So he took us to Canterbury for the weekend, which is obviously our university town.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd always said whilst we were at university, I'd love to go on like the boat tours where like they take you around the canal and like they explain the history of Canterbury. Took us on a boat tour. Then we went back to the house. We went for dinner, and then by the time we came home, like I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
Well, I do know he got my sisters and like one of my good friends to come
to
down to
decorate
like
and
decorate the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
He got some other people that were like decorators to come and decorate as well.
Mm.
He got his friend to like record the whole thing. I came in and it was just so
Nah, that's
beautiful.
nice.
Wow.
That's nice.
It
Very
was so
thoughtful.
beautiful. Very,
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
very
the boat
thoughtful.
trip around.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
knows I really like sentimental things. So I'm glad he thought about the day, the venue, where we were. I'm glad he thought about the little things to make it special. I would have said yes anyway, but yeah.
Mm. Wow.
he did
And
that.
obviously before that, you found out you was pregnant. So what
Yeah.
was that like finding out?
Yeah.
What was that like? How did you feel? What's your first thoughts?
No, I said, I'm scared.
I hear
You
it.
need to imagine.
No, I hear it still.
I said, I'm scared. I'm
Yeah.
literally 12 years old. What do you mean I'm
Yeah.
pregnant?
Teenage pregnancy.
It feels like
It
teenage.
feels like
No,
yeah,
teenage.
it felt-
I'm 12. I
yeah,
shouldn't be
It
pregnant
felt
right
like
now.
it still.
It felt like
And do you
it.
know what the funniest thing was? We had done the test and like it was negative, and we were like, "Oh, great, perfect.
Yeah.
We could continue going about our lives." Anyway, what are you doing this week?
Yeah.
As we were talking, I looked through the corner of my eye.
The fake line was coming up. Boy,
So that was like you.
yeah.
I said, "Oh my god!" And you
Yeah.
know what? The night before, I had a dream that I had to cancel my girls' trip to DR,
Mm.
and I was like, "Oh my gosh, maybe I should take a test." And it was the third dream that month that I was pregnant.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of knew it was, but then when I saw the negative, I said, "Oh, okay, it was me."
Yeah.
yeah.
And then when we saw the positive, I was just like, "What the heck are we gonna do? I've just quit my job so that
Mm.
I can do
Yeah.
these things full time.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen?" I think I was just more scared about the prospect of motherhood. I'd heard only crazy things about
Yeah.
motherhood, so I really wanted to make that step when I was ready.
Mm.
But God does things in mysterious ways, but also if you're not taking precaution, don't be shocked.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what me and my missus were saying.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, if you're just doing this,
Yeah.
and no one's thinking of protection, why are we shocked when this happens?
No,
You're
shit.
shocked. You're shocked.
Like,
No.
Yeah.
But
So
it's just
we
because
didn't
you just,
ourselves.
sometimes you just don't think it will happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's
There's
what
just
happens.
like a I don't know what it is, like carelessness. Like you just don't think this is gonna happen.
And that was our story.
Yeah.
So obviously, we've got the baby now. Things have settled in a very beautiful way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I said, God knows way more than what I know
Yeah.
or what He would know. And
Yeah.
through this journey as well, I know I've been able to connect with other women who have been in a similar situation.
Yeah.
And I really believe that God does everything for His glory. Yeah, okay, I'm a Christian. Maybe we should have waited. Not maybe. We definitely should have waited
Yeah.
for marriage to have sex, but we're human.
I'm
It
all
happens.
like, yes,
You know?
sweet now. Yeah, all of our story.
It happens.
I'm
Even
getting
me,
better, I'm getting better.
we're the same story. Like, it happens.
It happens.
I have to
It
step
happens.
on to step on to
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
on.
can't just
One
get
step
better
at a
one time.
Obviously, the grace of God covers all. However, you know,
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
yeah, God knows my heart and
We're
he
naive.
knows our heart.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you will.
Now we've got a beautiful child. And
Yeah.
whenever I look at him, I think of God.
Yeah.
He's like glory. God's
Mm.
glory to me. So
No, 100.
So before Malachi came, like, how was your pregnancy journey? Like, what was your pregnancy experience?
it was fantastic.
Is
but
it? Yeah.
horrible at
Oh.
the same time. Bittersweet.
Yeah.
What made it horrible first?
I was sick every single day.
yeah.
I was
honestly,
sick
yeah.
every single day. You know how the girls are like, "Where's the girl with the list?"
Yeah.
Obviously, we know that morning sickness
Mm.
is on the list. However, what no one told me is that sometimes the force of the sickness is so much you will wee yourself.
Yeah.
Guys, I
That's it.
was weeing myself every single day.
Yeah.
I was incontinent every single day, every single day, every single day. Even in labor, I was sick.
Yeah.
I was sick so
Wow.
much. But that was the only thing.
Mm.
Outside of that, like I really enjoyed pregnancy. I
Mm.
felt like I looked so beautiful during my
Yeah.
pregnancy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
felt like, wow, I don't have to hold my stomach in anymore. Like, I can
That's a
wear
good
this
point
box
still.
under.
Yeah.
I just felt so beautiful.
Yeah.
Everyone was amazing. And of course, it's a very sober time. So I had a lot of time to reflect about my life and think about things that were really pressing on my journey before I became a mother. And lots of things that I really wanted to tweak and change. And yeah, it just gave me a lot of time also to spend with God. And that really, I think, prepared me for where I am now, but also it prepared me to think about God in a different way. I think I'd only seen God's face and God's hand in one type of light. So pregnancy really helped me know Him in a different way. So
No, that's
Wow.
nice.
yeah, very, very special.
Wow. I think that's like me and my missus. Like, we literally like drew to God a lot more when she was pregnant, because you're always hearing like horror stories,
Yeah,
of pregnancies,
yeah,
and
Especially
like
as black women.
peanut and
Yeah.
all these things. And I was just like, God, please, like,
Yeah.
literally every day, like,
Yeah.
help
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
help us.
What was you guys' experience like as husbands watching your significant others going through?
Bro, I was like, no, it was to me, it was obviously it was new. I'd say it wasn't bad, it wasn't tough, but it was just like knowing that when she was in pain, because she had like joint, like her hips would lock sometimes. It was that kind of pain, yeah. Like it's like I couldn't
Not
really
easy.
do anything, but I was just trying to always make sure I was there and I was present and there to help and there to hold and stuff like that. So it was calm. To me, it was calm. But yeah, it was very stressful at the same time because Peanut, even when she was pregnant, I watched EastEnders, innit? And during that time, Whitney was
Whitney
going
was
through
going,
her pregnancy. And bro, I was just like, everywhere I'm looking,
Pregnancy.
bad on TikTok, bad experience TikTok, bad
Yeah.
experience on Peanut, bad experience on EastEnders.
Do
And
you know
I'm just
what
there
my
like,
partner said? He said, "Give me that phone," and he filtered my.
that's what I did.
Yeah,
I did the
filtered
same
my
thing. Because
algorithms.
sometimes
I was hearing bad things
in the night, I was listening to one TikTok of it. I said, God, your eyes. God, like, what do you learn in church? God, your eyes. Is this the stuff you should be listening to?
Exactly.
But anyway, in terms of that, that's pretty much the stress that I had in terms of, I was just doing as much research, shouting Ken whenever I needed help,
I love
in
that.
terms
You
of
have
stuff like
support.
that. No, it is.
Yeah.
And then obviously when coming to the birthing experience, that was obviously she had her own going through the contraction stuff. But that, even she said she had a positive one. It was very seamless.
You guys had a
it was a
good.
very, very good one. Very,
Glory.
God willing, every other one that we have.
Amen.
Smooth, please.
Amen. I think with me, I was just an anxious guy. Like I was an anxious wreck. Like every little thing. I think I'm genuinely a worrier. Like I feel like I worry about a lot of things. So I think I was just anxious, like just praying to God, like literally every moment I could, like God, please. Because there was even a time where she had COVID. So after the baby shower, you know that WizKid concert that everyone came back with COVID?
Yeah.
So after the baby shower, all her friends, all my friends, they all went WizKid.
Yeah.
They was coming, hugging everybody, kissing everybody, hugging.
No one knew they had COVID, though.
No one knew at the time.
Yeah.
And then like, a couple of days later, this is when we first got our flat. So we were going to move stuff in. She just started coughing. I said, Jesus, what's this? The next day, she took COVID test, got COVID. My heart, bro.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Because I was
COVID
like,
during pregnancy.
like, bro, like I think that period, I was even angry at her. Why did you
Is it
catch
her
COVID?
fault?
I was like, why did you catch
It's not her
COVID?
fault. Okay.
Why must you catch
Her
COVID?
immune system is already compromised being
No, it's
pregnant.
true,
It's actually not her
It's
fault.
true. But no, I think that was just mad. But we had it was a smooth pregnancy. It was just the birthing experience that was a bit, crazy. Like I think probably one of the most traumatizing experiences I've ever had. But we thank God we came out the other side.
Thankful.
But yeah, man. What about you? How was your birth experience?
I loved my birth experience.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
made me so excited to give birth again. From the beginning, I was just excited to give birth. Like you've heard so much about it as a woman. Like everyone's saying, "Oh yeah, you're gonna feel this, you're gonna feel that." I think I was more intrigued to see what it would feel like and what the experience would be.
Yeah.
So I'd already conjured up an idea of what birth would be like. I'm gonna go into labor in the middle of the night, and then we're gonna go to the hospital. We're gonna go to the birth center. I'm gonna get in the water.
Oh, did you do the water birth?
Oh, I did. None of this happened.
Oh,
This is in my mind. This is in my mind.
They all dream of this, you know. That's bare funny.
Just go on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the bed on the third go.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just gonna
bare
push.
funny.
The baby's gonna come out. We're gonna scream. The angels are gonna come down. That was what I thought my birth was gonna be.
Yeah.
So I started doing like hypnobirthing because my sister-in-law had told me so much about it. So
Tony said she'd done hypno.
yeah, I would highly recommend anyone should do hypnobirthing. Everyone should do it. It really helped me with my birth. And then it got to like, we were 39 weeks and my baby was not moving in my belly. And I said, we're not doing this. So we went to the hospital, they checked me over and they were like, okay, go home. The next day, same thing happened. And they were like, you need to come in for an emergency induction. And I really did not want an induction.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd only heard bad
Because
things.
it's painful.
Yeah.
It's painful. They like give you the hormone drip. The hormone drip intensifies your contractions. And because sometimes, depending on how much they put in, they can't really regulate how quickly things are happening. And because of that, that may mean that you can end up in having a C-section.
Yeah.
That's just not what I wanted. So I remember just giving it to God and saying, you know what, God, your will. Do what you need to do. They done the first part of the induction and then my body naturally went into labor.
Wow.
And
That's good.
I was in labor for 3.5 hours. I pushed for 5 minutes. My baby came out. There was no tears. Life was good.
Yeah, that's the same. That's similar to us. Yeah.
Life was
Thank
good.
God,
That's
man.
good, man. And it's good to hear these kind of stories because obviously we normally always see the bad ones. So when there's the good ones, even for mine, for example, like that's why I rave about our one because it's like you need to hear that it can go
positive stories.
calm.
Yeah. And you know what? I would say God made me have an induction so that I can also tell other women, just because you're going for an induction, it doesn't have to end up that way as well. I was of the belief that having an induction means straight away, I'm going to have a C-section. It's going to be a horrible experience. It's going to be painful. I had all of that. And I still had a really positive experience. It went far better than I would have imagined it would be. And of course, like I just give it all the glory to God. But anytime anyone asks me about my birth story, sit down. I've got so much to tell you. I'm such an enthusiast talking about my birth story.
It's how it should be.
Wow. So let's backtrack till 2014, you said you started content. So how did you get into content, and why did you choose to get into content?
I decided to get into content mainly because I had always been recording on my phone. Whilst I was at college, like my friends at the time would tell you, like I just always had the camera in someone's face. And I guess like because we had YouTube, we were seeing what everyone was doing. I grew up with the likes of like Patricia Bright.
Yeah.
Wait, how? If you don't mind me asking, I think we might be the same age group. How old are you?
Why did I think about that? I'm 28.
Yeah, we're the same age. Yeah, we're the same age.
Wait,
Yeah.
what uni did you go to?
DMU.
Coventry.
Okay. Yeah, we're the same age.
Yeah, same age group.
So yeah, like I'd always just had a camera and I would always like fake vlog. And then when I got to uni, I just kind of wanted to share my university experience, but also like have an archive for myself as well. So I started off just doing I guess like advice videos, how to make use of like your exam season. Just like general stuff. Like really general stuff. And I feel like
AC though, it's cold, man.
Are you cold?
Yeah,
I'm hot.
You're hot. Damn, y'all.
Are you guys cold?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm
that,
cold,
bro.
but sorry, continue.
So I just feel like since 2014 onwards, I was just posting videos on YouTube. And then we got to the pandemic, and you know what happened to everyone? We were at home, and at this point, I had been in my teaching job for 2 years. I trained to become a teacher, and it was probably the worst 2 years of my life so far.
Wow.
It was incredibly hard being.
What did you teach?
English.
Oh, my wife done English.
Oh, that sounds boring though, man.
No,
she does business. She does business now. She liked English. She just didn't like the school she was in.
It's often it is often the school.
Yeah.
And for me, it wasn't the school, it was the staff. I just had a lot of problems for no reason.
Whereabouts? Like, what area was the school in?
I lived in Peckham and I taught in Peckham. And those were the best kids I ever taught in my life. Like, I loved those kids with my whole heart because they were very much a reflection of me. And me growing up, I could look in my class and see, oh, that was so when we were younger. I was always going to treat them with love. But the way the school system is set up in the UK, there's just a lot of interesting things going on in the background, and a lot of racism sometimes informs the way schools are set up, and that very much carried over into how they create the frameworks within school, which puts a lot of pressure on teachers, and there was just a lot of pressure on us at all times. I found it very difficult. I was gaining weight because I was comfort eating, my skin was bad, everything was bad. So obviously in the pandemic, I said, okay, I'm going to just start taking Instagram a little bit more seriously. I started posting more. I took the plunge to find a new job. I got a new job in a college. So this time I was teaching like sixth form kids. And even though I looked like a sixth former myself at the time, you know. Started taking it more seriously, trying to be more regimented with it, try to look at it more from like a professional lens. How do I make the most of this? And I told God in 2022, you tell me what you need to do, but God, like, I don't really want to do this no more. Like, what's the next avenue? And I really felt like God was putting it on my heart to quit the job and go ahead and pursue this. But I was telling God, like, okay, that's very adventurous. I'm glad that you think I'm capable of that, but I'm not trying to do that. Okay, we're in a recession right now. Things are crazy. I would like to keep my job. We could just think about other things. God was like, no, babes, quit your job. So I quit my job, and since September 2022, I've been self-employed. Been doing this.
Wow.
Like only this. And he sustained. See, that's sometimes you just listen to God, man.
I told God, you know what, God, I'm even going to sign up to do supply teaching just in case, you know, I've never used that app in my life. God has literally sustained me from like then to now. He's been so faithful. That's why I really believe, like, when God really tells you to do something, it may sound crazy to you and to everyone else around you, but that's the power of his plan. His plan isn't really more about like your efforts and what you can do. It's really about him bridging the gap, so that people can see, oh my gosh, what you did was kind of crazy. How did you do that? It's your job to then say it was God.
100%. 100%. 100%. I've kind of found that in my own journey in terms of how I got to where I've got to. Like, it's some of the stuff that's happened, I can only say when someone asks me, I'm just like, it's God.
I don't know how.
I can tell you the journey, but all I know is
now
God.
We're on this topic, like I think a couple of years ago, there was a word, and it was like, what do you know God as in your life? Like, what do you guys know God as in your lives? Like, is it a provider, protector? Like, what do you know God as in your life? Like today?
Oh, I don't even know how to word it.
I think with me, let me go first.
Yeah, go on.
I think I look at God as like a provider. Like, especially now, I feel like since my wife has told me she was pregnant, till now, I'm just like, God has just been provided for me this past 3-4 years. Like, and sometimes I'm like, how, even those moments where, like, let's say you're low in finances, and then something will just happen and then I'll just receive money from something. Or a bonus will come at the right time or a refund or something will just happen. Whereas like God has just sustained me and provided for me literally since I've become a dad. And I've just been like, whoa, like sometimes
just
like,
in awe.
Yeah, like how?
No,
I really feel that.
Even when like when I was when Zeph was just born, so my son's name is Zephaniah, I wasn't on a low salary, but it wasn't what I was on now. And even at the time, and I told the man then what I was earning, some of my boys have started giving, well, their wives started giving birth. And I'm like, bro, this is what I used to earn at the time. They're like, whoa, how? I'm like, bro, I don't even know how.
It's God.
Like,
God
you get me?
did.
So I think God has just literally been like a provider for me.
Yeah.
Anyway. What about you guys?
For me, I'd say he's the author. Why I say that is, bro, I just, like, from where I was however many years ago, like say college to now, I can only look back and be like, you've been writing this whole time. And sometimes I'd be going through something and I don't know what the hell I'm going through. So for example, what I said about UKC? Yeah. Well, I said UKC. So in college, I wanted to go to, so my top choice was Kent for law and my second choice was Nottingham Trent. My second choice was Coventry at first, but then I changed my insurance to Nottingham Trent. And then I was like, so I was supposed to get like distinction A, B, something like that. And I got like something like distinction star B, C. So it was equivalent-ish if you looked at it like that. But it wasn't exactly what they wanted.
needed.
But it was equivalent. It was like, okay, I did better in one thing, I did worse in one thing. So obviously I didn't get into Kent now, so I was devastated that day. And then obviously I got into Nottingham Trent. And then my cousin and two of my boys, Chris and Mont, and Eman, they were like, oh, that they're going Coventry. I said, let me call Cov then. If some of them
I can't look at them on my own, like,
bro, I'm not going nuts on my own, bro. What's Cov saying?
I'm crying.
And so obviously I called Cov. I said, yeah, it's calm. I'm coming Cov.
Yeah.
And then I just said to them, like, yeah, let's go Cov. You know what I mean? So obviously then we were sorting out the cribs and stuff like that. And then obviously from that day to going to uni and I met my wife on the first day of uni. So the first day of uni. And her first choice was Portsmouth. And then her second choice was Liverpool. It was like Uni of Liverpool. It was no, first choice Liverpool, second choice Portsmouth. So she got through Cov in clearing. So imagine if we both went to different unis. I wouldn't have met her on that first day. And then from that first day to as I said, I just randomly saw her and I was like, something just told me this is going to be your wife. So then from that day, I was just like, yeah, okay, this is my wife. So then from all of that to doing all of that and then going to now being married, now having our kid, building our family, etc. It's like, when I was so sad, let me even say the other story. And even then finishing uni, thinking I was going to go do one sales job, I hated it, the pressure for 2 months to leaving. And then they're going to call me to say they'll pay for my law stuff. All of that stuff, qualifying, leaving, like all of that happening. I was in that moment. I didn't bro. I was crying. Almost I cried because I didn't get into Kent. In my job, I was sad. I was depressed for like 2 months because I hated that job so much. To like where I am now, all of that added up for me to get to where I am now. And bro, even me, to this day, I'm lost for words because who else could it cut, bro? Who else could it be? You know what I mean? So
exactly.
So yeah, what about you?
Powerful.
I would say I view God as a teacher. I feel like where God has put me in life, like part of my purpose is to teach. There's a reason why he made me be a teacher. There's a reason why I'm online sharing parts of my story in a way that's a form of education as well. And I feel like through all of my trials and tribulations in life, God has been able to teach me something about his character. I know that he's put us on this earth to know him more, to have a deeper relationship with him. And through all of these things, I've been able to understand a little bit more about God's character and what that truly looks like and what that truly means in my life and of course like people around me. So I would definitely say like God as a teacher is all-knowing. He's amazing. He's powerful. He's kind and warm. I feel like me being a warm, strict kind of teacher very much is like God's character in and of itself. He's here right now as like the lamb. Of course, he's gonna come back as the lion one day. But like he disciplines us because he loves us. That's the kind of like warm, strict I used to approach my students with. So I would just be learning so much about God and his character. Like the Old Testament right now is like my favorite. I know people are like, oh yeah, Jesus he's come to fulfill the law, but there's a special part of just knowing God before Jesus came to fulfill the law. So I've really been enjoying that.
God was scary though.
Yeah, scary. But
that God in the Old Testament was scary though.
Didn't take nothing, bro.
It was. But you know what? God, he's the same.
Yeah.
He actually the grace is there for us,
Yeah.
but he's the same. So I feel like it's very important for us as Christians to understand still that Old Testament God, because there's been no change in that God. That God still exists now.
No, you're right.
You're right. You're true. That's true. I think you're very successful in content creation. I think you do a great job. Like my wife has seen you. Like I've seen you since I was younger, bro.
Thank you.
Like I've seen you for a number of years. So to keep up where you are and like to get to where you've gotten to, like what tips can you give like the younger girls that are coming up in this content creation thing, or people that want to get into content creation? Like, how do you get to where you are now?
I can't really tell you like how I've gotten here, other than favor. Right place at the right time, and God. But I would say there are a few things that you can do to help you on your journey. For sure, one of them is high quality content. Sorry, guys. I know like people will say, yeah, you can film on your iPad. I'm like, get back on your room. No, guys, you cannot. Okay.
Go buy that camera,
Yeah, go
bro.
buy that camera.
Invest in yourself.
I'm so sorry. I'm not saying you need to have a DSLR, but your content, I need to see your eyes. Okay. I need to see. It needs to make sense, okay? I'm not saying that you need to have like the chicest background, but just something that shows brands, especially if you're looking to work with brands, that, okay, this is a professional setup. I've really thought about things here. Because I guess like the line that we're going down now is people want to become content creators because they want to make money from it. You need to present yourself in a way where a brand will be able to say, okay, I can invest myself in that person. Why not them instead of someone else? You need to have your USP. And I guess like parts of it is just being consistent. I can't talk right now because my consistency this year is kind of plummeted, but I've had a baby. And like we're getting to it. You know, we're trying to like get back on the bandwagon, but definitely consistency makes the biggest difference. If you're posting and like people are seeing the things, all it takes essentially is one video for things to blow up.
True.
You know, and I would also say understanding your content. Because even though I just said consistency and throwing out content, you don't just want to be throwing out bits of content that doesn't make sense to your audience. I think really understanding your audience and what they want to see, but also what you have to offer. So like for me, I know people really want to see my journey as a new mother. They may want to see the fits. I'm not going to come here and, I don't know, start talking about something that is completely alienated to that. So really understanding your audience, really understanding what they want to see and using that to push through your consistency. Have a content calendar, guys. That also helps.
I heard that like new mother fashion thing that's a big deal, you know. Because even my wife, when she gave birth, like she used to say, like, bro, what do I even wear?
The same stuff anymore.
I said, why is my belly so big? Like, it's crazy. I think we need more realness in that space online.
Everyone, every day, snap back. Oh, Mom, please.
I'm so happy that your belly snaps back. However, most of us, unfortunately, sister, not snapping anywhere. And that is fine. And I was someone that was active in the gym. I wasn't just at home. I was doing things. I was working out pretty much until I was about 7 months pregnant. Even then after that, I was doing my 10K steps daily. And when I gave birth, 4 days later, my belly was still hella big. Okay? And not that it was a shock for me, because I guess the content I'd been consuming had prepared me for that. But if someone has no idea what pregnancy does to the body and they're expecting themselves to go back to their size 6 jeans, I've got a desert to sell you in the middle of Antarctica. Okay? Because that's just not the way it works. I think we need a little bit more transparency about it, but I also understand it's hard to be transparent on the internet because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes people online do not deserve your transparency.
They don't. Man, and I've learned that this week.
I'm so sorry.
But you know what though? Because of course, you've been cooked to. I mean, I've been cooked to about finances. They'll say that my wife's suffering apparently when we all know that's not true. But I think it's hard to focus on just the good comments. It's very hard.
It is.
But there are some people that your content has changed their life.
Exactly.
Even from what you said about the dress, bro. Bare people were saying, "Oh, we've done the same thing. Thank you, Marvin, for bringing your insight." Even me, it's probably gonna happen with Miles one day. Now that I've heard what Marvin said, I can understand how to maneuver that. So there's people that your content helps.
Yeah.
Whatever we say actually helps, and it's hard to do.
It is.
You
It's
need to-
necessary.
yeah,
It's definitely necessary. I went to a
Yeah.
Bumps and Brunch event with Mama Dinya. If any people are listening to this that they're pregnant or they've just had a baby, they should definitely follow Mama Dinya. And there was a girl at her event speaking about she has felt a lot of shame in her pregnancy, and people have made her feel like because she got pregnant out of wedlock and her baby are not worth attention, are not worth love. And that really hurt me. But knowing that what I went through as well, when people try to shame me and tell me that because I'm pregnant, I can't, just many things that are just totally unnecessary to have been said about a person that's pregnant at the time. I was able to use how I navigated that situation and the words that I got for encouragement to also pass them on to her as well. So I definitely agree. But it's so hard because no one can actually beat me up, and I want to.
No, real. That's the thing.
Before we shoot off, how is wedding planning though?
It's been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to God and I said, God, this needs to be like a really chill journey, please.
Yeah.
The only difficult part has been our parents.
No, it's always parents. Well, guest numbers.
Yeah, and I told them, you your mouth. Yeah, respectfully. Okay, close it up. You guys are not paying for this, but also we've got a trad.
Yeah.
Focus on your trad and leave us the hell alone.
Yeah,
so
that's what you have to tell
they've been
them.
the hard part, but I feel like ultimately we're gonna do what we want to do, and if they want to come and smack us, they know our address. Any advice, by the way? You guys could give me some advice.
My advice is just any issues. It's not in between you and your partner. It's in front of both of you. So just look at it like that. And for me, for example, the trad. So, your parents are taking over the trad, right? Just focus on that white wedding. Enjoy your trad, innit? Trust me, you enjoy your trad. It's fun.
It's just gonna be so chaotic.
Yeah,
no.
But just focus on the white wedding is what you guys have control of. So just focus on that, and also on your trad, just make sure that your parents could do whatever they want. Yeah. DJ, make sure it's someone that you've picked.
Yeah, good.
Photographer, make sure it's someone you've picked. Okay. Videographer, make sure it's someone you picked. Because those three things, if they're not patterned, then you're gonna be
Yeah, I've told them they could. If they want, I am actually falling from the sky. If they want like a fire breathing dragon, they can come down. I don't care.
I am actually falling from the sky. Do you know how funny that is?
But yeah, so just make sure those things are patterned. But one more thing. So my wife was telling me that apparently you said that you don't want bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Is that you actually going with no bridesmaids?
No, I'm not doing that.
How come? Because I'm starting to hear this more recently.
Yeah. Why?
First of all, I really value my friends.
Yeah.
And I just feel like brides have been given license to take this time that should be really like celebratory, very beautiful, a little bit stressful, of course, but like just like a community thing. And they've been given license to just be completely selfish.
Yeah, bridezillas.
Yeah.
And that's not to say like every bride that has bridesmaids is like that. I've spoken to other women who are bridesmaids for some amazing women, and it's been an amazing time. I do not even want to take their chance. Okay,
you might turn to a bridezilla.
Not even me turn into a bridezilla. I just feel like the tensions between what is required of a bridesmaid. I would say to somebody, "Oh, I want us to wear a red dress." Somebody will say, "I don't want to wear a red dress. It's not looking nice on me." But why do you say you don't want to wear a red dress? Because I said so.
Well, why do you even got
like hairstyles and stuff?
Hairstyles, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's also a cost of living crisis. I have friends that are in very different boats. Okay, I don't want them forking out 300, 500 pound just because I've said on the day, please, this is what I require from you. I feel like there's other ways for my friends to show support outside of being bridesmaids.
No, true.
God gave me 3 sisters. So.
And the thing is, they'll help regardless. They'll even help anyway.
They will, exactly.
They'll help
those
regardless.
women are such amazing women that I know that they will show up and do the things that they want to do to support me on that day anyway. So I don't think I need to make them bridesmaids for that to happen. I just really want to safeguard our friendships. I think I've worked really, really hard to get here with my friends, and I don't even want to chance anything knocking those balls out of place.
No, I heard that. I respect that.
So is your fiance not going to have any groomsmen?
I said that's your business. You could do what you want. If you want groomsmen, that's on you. But
or why don't you have like a maid of honor?
So like I've got my sisters.
Yeah, just have your sisters.
So they're literally just the bridesmaids, and he's got 3 siblings. So I've got 3 sisters, 3 siblings. Perfect.
Fairs.
So we've got like friends of the day, and we've got ladies of honor. That's what the girls are called.
Yeah.
Them ladies of honor.
Perfect then.
I've told them they can wear. I'm gonna give them like a little booklet that tells them the kind of colours they can wear. They can wear whatever dress they want. They can have their hair however they want. If you want to get a makeup artist, great. If you don't, perfect. We're just going to have a nice little hen do. We're going to have a bridal shower. If you want to come, perfect. If you don't, that's also all right.
Yeah.
I just want it to be a good time.
Fez, you sound like a calm
no,
ride.
it's
I'm
true.
a chilled person.
Yeah.
Like, pregnancy made me super chilled, and I feel like that's flowed into my real life.
That's nice.
I know, obviously, time is fast spent, but you said something about friends that triggered a thought in my mind. Like, what do you value the most in friendships?
Communication and honesty. Like, I've gone through some bad friendship breakups, and they have triggered me beyond compare. And if I could go back, very honest communication might have allowed things to have flowed differently. So I think talking to someone when you have an issue and being upfront about that, but also delivering that issue with kindness. I think far too many times we think, oh, I don't know how to say this thing to this person, so I'm just not going to say it. You're doing yourself a disservice. You are also an equal person in this relationship that also needs to be comfortable. And sometimes having a conversation with your friend is really where it's at. Not all confrontation is bad.
I agree. About you?
I don't know, defo, I think communication and being present, I think that's my bigger ones. Just because I know that for my friends, I try and be as present as I can be. And especially in the time that, like, where we are now with families, etc., having someone that you can rely on just in case, it's a good thing to have.
I agree. I think that's like me. I think honesty and being present. I'm working on communication. But at the same time, what you said is true. Like, what did you say? What did you say? You said not every confrontation is bad.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like with me, I kind of don't like confrontation. So if someone's like annoyed me, I'm like a sweep under the rug kind of thing.
Don't do that.
But yeah, it's not good, innit?
Yeah, my therapist has been like, girl, you better work on that.
Yeah,
it's important for you to speak up and say the way you feel. If that means you create a script in your mind that you could go to the person with to be like, I feel like this because of what you did. Scripts always are helpful, and you're not saying that person is a bad person, but that behavior that you displayed towards me made me feel like this, and because I care about our friendship so much, I have brought it to you because I want us to fix it. When you frame it like that, the person's not going to come at you and be like, you mother.
No, that's true. That's true. But no, thank you so much for coming, man. I enjoyed our conversation.
Great,
I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you for having
so
me. I
much.
really enjoyed myself too.
No,
That's
good,
man.
great, man.
Appreciate it.
Good vibes, man. Honestly, no, thank you.
Yeah, honestly. But before we shoot off, so what's next for you? Where can people find you?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram and TikTok on KikeAJ_. That's KIKEAJ_. And YouTube is KIKEAJ. Do not find me on Twitter because that place.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, Twitter's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, that's great, man. Been a great episode. Thank you very much once again. And yeah, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those things. And yeah, man, we'll catch you guys next week.
Cool. Peace out.
Peace out.